Owning your feelings. This is one that I frequently have to explain to people. How is it that it is not accurate to say, you make me feel mad or angry, you make me upset, you make me unhappy, you make me feel horrible about myself? I'll say that and people say, I don't know, because if the other person does something that actually makes me react in anger, then why can't I say you make me angry? If that person didn't do this particular thing, I wouldn't be feeling angry. So why is it really not accurate to say you make me angry? Okay, there is a difference between behavior and feelings. The other person is responsible for the behavior, and the behavior might not be right. The behavior might be rude. It might be unacceptable. It might be bad. It might be something that 98% of all people would get angry over. So the person owns the behavior. The person isn't off the hook that the behavior doesn't matter. You can talk to the person about that person's behavior, what the person did that resulted in your feeling. However, you own the feeling. Feelings are subjective. Even though most likely I could say, if somebody went out and punched somebody, or if somebody called somebody a bad name and told them all kinds of horrible things about them, most people would be angry. How strongly we feel that emotion varies based on who we are, what our personality is, what our history is with that person, what our history is with other people, like our past history in relationships, and just basically who we are and even how we're feeling. If you're having a really good day, you can tolerate more than when you're already having a really crummy day, and then this adds on top of it and you're exhausted and stressed and upset. So all of that makes the feeling subjective, and ultimately you are responsible for how you respond to the feeling, how you act on the feeling, how you react to the feeling. So that makes you owning the feeling. And another example I can give you is because people that are abusive will say, well, I wouldn't be abusive if this other person didn't make me so angry. Well, guess what? That's still not an excuse for your abuse. It's not an excuse for you, because you've got to own your feeling of anger. And an abusive person's anger might be that person's tweaked perspective or perception. Like, an abusive person commonly believes that the person that they're abusing needs to do exactly what is said, right when it's said, without question. And when that doesn't happen, then abuse happens. And so the feeling is basically, well, I wouldn't have abused that person if that person would have just done what I said. But wait a second, you're responsible for your own perceptions, which result in your feeling of anger when the person didn't do what you said. So it is an inside job. How you feel is your stuff, your deal. You've got to own your feelings. Owning your feelings really helps relationships, because when you own your feelings, instead of saying, you make me mad, you make me upset, we're making I statements. I'm not happy, I feel unhappy, I feel upset when this happens. I'm not comfortable about this particular thing. I feel angry when you say these kinds of things. You're owning the emotion. You could still talk to the person about the behavior, but you're owning the emotion. That is so much better than just pointing the finger and saying, you make me mad, you did this. Because really, we've got to sift through our own emotions, own them, figure out how to react to them, and it will make our relationships a whole lot better. Proverbs 15:28 says, the heart of the righteous weighs its answers, but the mouth of the wicked gushes evil. So stop and think before you react, own your emotions, choose what you want to say and do. Your relationships will be healthier. So thank you for watching this video on Change My Relationship, and I hope you will go and check out more of my videos and my website, changemyrelationship.com, where I have my books and studies. Thank you.